Hello, my name is Jack Henriquez, better known as the Funkman. I've been playing organ in Tampa for 45 years, probably longer. I lose track. I'm not a child. I've been doing this a long time. I still use it. I still love it. I own one, and I sing pretty good too. And I hope that you consider me for your position. I read the ad and it sounded like you've got everybody and their uncle, hitting you up. Well, I thought I'd come at you a little differently because I do a lot of videos, and everybody kind of knows me from my videos here in Tampa. So, hope you enjoy what you see, man. And if you're interested, just give me a call on that number right there. All right? That number will appear throughout the videos. Okay. Bye-bye. Thanks. Oh, yeah, and before we start, I'm going to play this little video that I created a while back to kind of tell my story. It's kind of like my video resume. And after that, you'll be seeing some film clips of me playing the organ in different situations. All right. Thanks, bro. Hi guys, and hello to my friends on the Hammond Organ Lovers group page. I wanted to share with you a little story about me and Hammond organs, and just so you know the relationship I have with organs and how deep it goes. When I was 14, my dad bought me my first Hammond organ from Al Havener's over in St. Pete. And he was the premier Hammond organ dealer in the area. We spent, I believe, $1,600 on it. That was a 122 Leslie and a Hammond B3. It was 1956 B3. It came out of a woman's house in Georgia. I'll never forget about it. They had to put the Leslie package. Never had a Leslie on it before. I guess it had an HR40 speaker cabinet on it. All the old 50 stuff, I guess, did. And I had that organ I played it throughout my life. I started when I was 14 in nightclubs playing Hammond organ through the 60s and the 70s and even into the 80s. I had to actually, when we came back from California, I had to actually sell that organ to help my family. My dad got sick and I had to sell all my equipment. And for a year I didn't play music. And it was a pretty depressing time. I had to do regular jobs, construction jobs, whatever I could to feed my family, help my family along. I guess I was about 20 years old at the time. This is when the story gets interesting. I was at Paragon Music one day talking to Dick Mori, who owns Paragon Music, good friend. And I was kind of down in the dumps, and I said, Dickie, I like all these keyboards and synthesizers and stuff. He said, but, I would give anything to have a Hammond B3 again. He says, I got one. I said, get out of here. He said, yeah, I just took one in on trade. And I said, I think that's something. He said, I'll show it to you. He took me in the back, and there it was, my organ, my B3, and my Leslie. So once again, my dad and I rebought that organ for another $1,600 we spent on it. We bought that organ from Paragon Music. I kept that organ through the late 70s, 80s, into the 90s. In the 2000s, I actually along the way had picked up another Hammond organ, another B3, and a Leslie, 21H Leslie. So I had two 1956 models, a 122 and a 147. I mean, and a 21H. You know, the one that just goes fast and stop. Love that cabinet. What a great sounding cabinet that was. Well, things got bad in 2000s, and I had to, about 2007, I actually had to sell both organs and Leslie's. Pretty much gave them away. You know, gave them away. And that was like giving up a child. You know, it was very difficult for me to do. And the story continues. A couple years ago, I read an ad in a I think it was Craigslist, talking about a Hammond B3 in South Lakeland. So for the heck of it, I drove out there and saw it. And the guy said, "Yeah, man, this is an older, it's all beat up." He said, "But it sounds great." I went back there, and wouldn't you know it, there's my organ again. It pops up. But this time, this guy wants like $3,000 for it. And I didn't have $3,000, so. But I had a chance to play my original organ again and touch her again. And the only thing I can figure is that if I live long enough, she'll probably come back around. She was like meant to be with me. And I guess sooner or later, she will come back to me. That's just how much I love a Hammond B3. Now, I have an A100 now and a modified 760, and they're okay. But it's still not a B3. You know, I want a B3. I really do. And if there is a supreme being, I'm asking, or any kind of power around me, I'm asking that one day I am able to actually have a Hammond B3 under my hands again. You know, that would make me very, very happy. So that's my story for today, guys. The story of Funkman and his Hammond B3. Hi, everybody. Funkman here. I'm at the Springs Theater here in Sulphur Springs, a marvelous facility, and I'm in front of a Hammond C3. From the looks of it, looks like a 50s model. Over there, across the way, I have a 122 Leslie. It's a 122A Leslie. And I'm going to be showing you some things that this organ can do today and what's possible with a Hammond, an old organ with an old guy.